like the word voice. It's who I am. This is a clip that claims to be from the third act of Pixar's upcoming movie Elemental. Very fake. Was the effect it had? I finally got a date. From an Easter egg ruining someone's life to a secret message roasting EA, these are 19 Easter eggs. And if you shoot it a few there's an Easter egg that only appears when you're on legendary difficulty. If you fly to the access denied screen at Tikawani Station and parkour across these beams, you'll eventually reach this guy trying to fight you. It turns out that this is actually Martin O'Donnell, the composer of the Halo games. He either wants to fight or he's just terrible at dancing. There's even a secret in Madden 12 hiding in the main menu of the game. Start an exhibition match, go to the team select screen, and just keep spamming the random button. Eventually, an exclusive team will appear with John Madden's face called the Developers. And if you play with them, it's exactly what you'd expect. A full football team of devs, and every single person has maxed out stats. But one of the best messages left by a developer is in GTA Vice City Stories. A few hours into the game, a ship appears across the street from your apartment, and if you go into the water, you can use the camera clips to look inside. For anyone who found this when it first released, the note said nothing to see here, and it was actually updated when Vice City Stories was ported to PS2. In this version, the note now says I wasn't joking, there really is nothing to see here, but go and look at the VPN building instead. And this is where it gets incredible, as you can jump through a secret wall to find this. It's a crane building something on a pedestal, making this the official prequel to the famous Vice City Easter egg. But I think Fortnite might have an even more something secret. With the release of Indiana Jones, people were so distracted by all the references that the community missed a huge Easter egg. If you went into replay mode, you could see under Indy's hat and find a picture that says Liam and Finn love Dad. I really wish we knew the whole story behind this, but it's since been removed and remains a mystery to this day. Unlike this disturbing secret in Serious Sam 3, which only appears once in games. During the Dark Ride mission, you can jump through a small window and make your way to a hidden location called the Hall of Developers. It sounds innocent until the creepiest NPCs walk around the corner, revealing themselves as the devs of the game. For some reason, they have huge heart-shaped heads and their brains are out on display. Not to mention the fact that they're constantly trying to surround you. But one of my favorite Easter eggs to be found in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where the developers roasted EA in the funniest way. If you talk to an NPC called the Pre-Trial Master, he'll ask you to find his sons in exchange for a trial token. Your characters then wonder if they can just buy the token instead, to which the guy replies, this is a direct jab at EA, who made Battlefront 2 pay to win. And in their apology post, they even said the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes, which actually became the most downvoted comment in Reddit history. And while we're talking about NPCs, in Telltale's The Walking Dead, there's a crazy amount of dialogue and voices. But if you try to abuse this and keep asking Kenny the same question, you'll find
Move!
keep asking, this will happen.
No, I just got molested by a freaking bot. Why do I be saying no to that?
Turns out that Randy Shooter was actually the lead programmer at Telltale and added this as a funny little joke. And if you're wondering what the saddest Easter egg of all time is, this secret message in Spider-Man might hold the title. Before it came out, a fan asked Insomniac if they could put Maddie Will You Marry Me in-game to propose to his girlfriend of 5 years. And they actually agreed to it. So on release day, you could jump in and find a theater marquee that included his proposal, and everybody held their breath waiting to see what would happen. But in the background, this Easter egg had secretly turned sour. It was revealed that Tyler had broken up with his girlfriend before Spider-Man came out, and he claimed she cheated on him with his own brother. But a partnership that actually worked was between Rockstar and Remedy, who came together to make Max Payne. If you managed to parkour up to the roof of this parking lot, you could see the container revealing a secret door. And this led to a room with Rockstar graffiti that said thanks, along with a radio message for Remedy.
Hi to everyone on Remedy. I just wanted to get out with you guys, and we're there for you, and we can't wait to see you come out.
I've seen devs make players before, but never each other. This looks so wholesome. But this is the opposite of wholesome, because Quake 2 is hiding one of the creepiest areas of all time. After activating tons of switches and doors, you'll eventually unlock a secret room which has headshots of people who worked on the game. But